An advanced empire with golden temples, powerful armies, and technology far beyond its time, and then gone. Wiped out in just one night, swallowed by the ocean. That's the story of Atlantis. But here's the thing. After 2,000 years, we're still asking, was it real or just the world's greatest legend? The 0.5 Ohm. Let's start with where it all began. The Greek philosopher Plato. Around 360 BC, he wrote about Atlantis in two of his works, Timaeus and Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was this huge island, larger than Libya and Asia combined, located just beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we call the Strait of Gibraltar today. Atlantis wasn't just big, it was powerful. He described it as having massive rings of land and water, canals, ports, and a city filled with palaces and temples covered in gold, silver, and ivory. But here's the twist. Plato said Atlantis grew arrogant, greedy, and corrupt. The gods, fed up with their pride, punished them by sending earthquakes and floods. In just one day and one night, Atlantis disappeared beneath the waves. Oversome 5. So was Plato describing a real place, or just using a story to teach a moral lesson? Some historians argue Atlantis was never real, that Plato just made it up to talk about the dangers of power and pride. But others point out, his description was surprisingly detailed. He talked about specific sizes, distances, and even the layout of the city. Why make it so precise if it was just fiction? And here's where it gets wild. Over the centuries, people have searched everywhere for Atlantis. Some think it was in the Mediterranean. Others say the Atlantic Ocean. A few believe it was in the Caribbean. And yes, some even say Antarctica. There are some famous theories. One of the most popular theories is that Atlantis was actually the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete and nearby Santorini. Around 1600 BC, a massive volcanic eruption destroyed much of the island and its cities. This eruption was so huge, it could have inspired Plato's story centuries later. Advanced culture? Check. Destroyed by the sea? Also check. 5. Others take Plato literally. Atlantis was in the Atlantic Ocean. Some explorers have claimed to find strange ruins on the ocean floor. Off the coast of Cuba, divers spotted what looked like giant stone structures, like streets or pyramids, about 600 feet underwater. To this day, scientists still debate whether those were natural formations or something man-made. Bara 0.5. Some theories even place Atlantis in Central or South America. When the Spanish explorers first came across the Maya and Aztec civilizations, with their massive temples and advanced astronomy, some thought they could be descendants of Atlantis. The 0.5. And then there's the Antarctica theory. It sounds crazy, but some believe that thousands of years ago, Antarctica wasn't covered in ice. According to this idea, Atlantis could have been there before shifting ice buried it. Maps from the 1500s, like the Piri Reis map, seem to show parts of Antarctica without ice, long before modern exploration. 0.5. And of course, we can't leave out the ancient alien crowd. They believe Atlantis was either created by extraterrestrials or was an advanced human civilization with alien-like technology that eventually got wiped out. 0.5. So, after all these theories, here's the frustrating truth. We don't know. Despite countless expeditions, dives, and sonar scans, no one has ever found solid, undeniable proof of Atlantis. No inscriptions, no artifacts, no ruins that everyone agrees on. Some scientists believe the idea of a giant city sinking into the sea is just too unrealistic. Others point out we've only explored a tiny fraction of the ocean floor, less than 20%. If something as big as Atlantis existed, maybe it's still down there, waiting to be found. 0.55. Atlantis has survived in our imagination for over 2,000 years. Maybe it's because we want to believe there was once a lost civilization, more advanced than we can imagine. Or maybe it's just a legend that keeps reminding us about human pride and downfall. 0.54. So what do you think? Was Atlantis real, a thriving empire swallowed by the sea? Or is it just one of the greatest stories ever told? Drop your theories in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed diving into this mystery with me, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and join me next time as we uncover another one of history's strangest secrets.